Today I want to talk about old school bodybuilding legend Bob Guida, AAU Mr. America in 1966. So when Bob was in high school, he played football, and his football coach told him to not lift weights. He caught Bob lifting weights and he said, "Cut that out." And Bob said he would stop. But Bob was lying because he went back and he just started lifting weights again. And then his football coach caught him for a second time and made him go to the church and tell somebody at the church that he was going to stop lifting. He had to make a second promise. But once again, Bob said, "I'm going to go and get jacked at the gym." And that's exactly what he did. He just went and did what he wanted to do, which was lift, get a sick pump. And next football season comes around. Bob's football coach put his arm around his shoulder in front of the whole team and said, "Hey, look at Bob. He got big listening to what I said," which was, to do calisthenics and avoid lifting weights. And all Bob's teammates were laughing at the coach because they knew that Bob was getting jacked lifting weights and he didn't listen to what the coach told him to do. So take what you want from this story, but at the end of the day, Bob did what he wanted to do. Bob didn't care what his coach wanted to do. Bob knew he wanted to get jacked. So he, ignored everyone and went and got jacked. And that's why there's me, talking about Bob today. And that's why I know Bob's name, and I didn't even want to, bother to find out the name of the football coach. So, shout out to Bob. I think Big Will's driving by right now, and I'm talking and recording. I told him it was you. I told him it was Will. You all know, I predicted that. I called it. I didn't plan it, but I called it.
We're here live at Gold's Gym Venice. Another day of wine and roses. For you in the audience, let's say it's beer and pizza. So, we're going to talk about a story that's, some of the insides and outsides of bodybuilding. Well, this one time in being at a competition, and I love this man very dearly, a good friend of mine, Paul Dillette. So, being how competition, you have oils that you put on for the sheen before you go out on stage so you look nice and shiny and cut. Well, there's one point that at one point we used PAM spray for the sheen and the oil on your body because we moved a long way from baby oil, which they used to use. So we're all backstage, and all of a sudden we smell butter. Come to find out, Paul Dillette had purchased PAM, but he had also purchased the butter-flavored PAM. So we are actually starving bodybuilders sitting up there smelling buttered popcorn, basically. And Paul went out there, and that was one of the great stories, just one of the inside of bodybuilding, because you never know what's going to happen behind the scenes.
All right, I couldn't wait any longer to film this because one of these crumble cookies is technically chilled, whatever that means. I think that means that it's urgent and that we have to eat it right now. So there's this circus animal sugar cookie. Now it tastes really good. I just almost died with the piece that I didn't fully chew on. You know when that happens? I'm trying the cheesecake. Yeah, it tastes like a really good, Ralph's birthday cake. Like the really good cake from the supermarket. Not that fancy shit, just like this tastes like cake that you would have had at your friend's birthday party growing up. It's really good. There's this really good Korean spot on Lincoln Boulevard near Whole Foods in Venice. It's called Asa K Food. I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. There's great customer service. amazing beef bulgogi bowls and plenty of other things. Dumplings. I got pork dumplings, beef bulgogi, and rice. It's so good. The owners are, the best. They take care of the customers. So my hope is that there's a huge line there. So the next time I show up, there are so many people there that I have to wait. I don't want to wait in line, honestly. I don't want to have to sit there like I'm waiting to buy an iPhone in 2012 or something like that, hanging out on the corner of Best Buy. I just want to like go there and see the food spot. I don't know what to call it. It's it's under a tent, so it's not like a permanent location. So I don't really know. That's why it was so hard for me. Like this Korean restaurant, it's not a brick and mortar restaurant. It's mobile. You can have it. You know what I think? Asake Food could be hosting a tailgate at the Super Bowl one day. Who knows? I mean, they have what it takes, so why not? All right, that's a good one to end on.